Question number 48. Which one of the following reactions does not belongs to Lesson's test? You know very well, this is one of the important tests. Lesson test is one of the important tests for qualitative analysis of a case of organic compound. Organic compound containing nitrogen, sulfur, or you can say halogen. These three elements can be detected very easily by means of Lesson test. And I think even a simple uh, any student, very average student can also say in case of Rasayan test what we are doing. Organic compound, must consist carbon, it must consist of case hydrogen. In addition to this, if it is consisting nitrogen, sulfur, or case halogen, if it is made to heat with that of sodium, if it is heated with sodium, what is happening? If nitrogen is present, so this nitrogen will convert into sodium cyanide. And this sodium cyanide, by reacting with alkali, by reacting with calcium ferrous sulfate, so and so reagent is added. And ultimately what happens, it form a complex, and this complex is having blue-green color. Blue-green color. I think most of the student might be knowing nitrogen of organic compound will convert into sodium cyanide, and this upon reacting with various chemicals, it gives rise to blue-green color, which indicate the presence of nitrogen. If there is no green color, we can say nitrogen is absent. Similarly, if the organic compound contains sulfur, it forms sodium sulfite. And this sodium sulfite react with this various reagent, and it gives rise to that is a red color. A complex is formed, it gives rise to blood red coloration. There is a blood red coloration, and it is also given in PUC first year NCERT book. And similarly, for halogen what happens? Sodium react with halogen and result in the formation of respective sodium halide. And this sodium halide very easily can be detected with the help of silver nitrate. If silver nitrate is added, so what happens in case of chlorine, it gives rise to that is turbidity of, we can say, curved PPT. And if it is bromine is there, what happens? Pale yellow color is obtained. In case of iodine, it gives rise to dark yellow PPT. So these are nothing but very famous reactions for, you can say, Lessine test. So first it is concerned to Lessine test, but you can see in the second example, copper oxide or cupric oxide, carbon, and give rise to carbon plus carbon dioxide. This is nothing but, you can say, oxidation of carbon with the help of cupric oxide to carbon dioxide. This is used for detection of, this is nothing but, you can say, detection of carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen. These are detection of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. It is not Lessine test. It is used for detection of carbon to carbon dioxide, which convert lime water milky. And there is no direct test for oxygen, and hydrogen will convert into water by the oxidation by this cupric oxide, which oxidize hydrogen to water, which can be detected with the help of, you can say, ferrous sulfate, unhydrous ferrous sulfate, which convert into on reacting with water, it gives rise to ferrous sulfate, 5 molecule of water, which gives rise to that not ferrous sulfate, it is nothing but cuprous sulfate. After adding cuprous sulfate, which is colorless, but this cuprous sulfate on reacting with water, it gives rise to blue color. So this is directly, it is nothing but, you can say, not a Lessine test. This is the test for uh, detection of carbon, hydrogen. But this answer 1 is Lessine test, answer 3 is Lessine test, and this lesson, of course, answer 4 is nothing but, you can say, Lessine test. But second answer is not concerned to Lessine test. So this is also direct question, and I think again it requires hardly 30 seconds so as to answer. I think the students who are just studied simple thing about, you can say, POC first year quantitative and qualitative analysis, they can answer very easily within 30 seconds. Similarly, if you go for this, I said in case of NEET, you are getting about, you can say, 3 to 4 numerical. This is one of the important numerical. This is one of the important numerical. Just what is given here? If the rate constant of reaction K is given, rate constant is given K 0.03, and how much time does require it takes for 7.2 mole of concentration of the reactant to get reduced to, I think it is nothing but R naught. R naught is given, R naught initial concentration is given 7.2 moles per liter, and then it is converting into R. How much is remain? How much is remain? That is nothing but, say, 0.9. And what is given? Of course, here I don't understand why it is given log 2, logarithm of 2. in the calculation, I think such questions were not given in the NEET, but it is given logarithm of 2 is given, means a student can identify, that is, if you put the value t is equal to k 2.303 divided by k, and log of r naught or a divided by a minus x. A is nothing but initial concentration, a minus x nothing but the amount of reactant remains after some time. If we substitute the value, I think in this given, this log of this becomes 2. So log of 2 is nothing but you can say it is given value 0.301. So we have to multiply this. What is 2.303 divided by k is given? K is nothing but you can say 0.03 into, that is nothing but you can say 0.301. If we simplify, I think there is a conflict here again. In many institution, they have given the answer this, and if you calculate, I think we are getting 23.1 second. Any student can simplify this. If there is any query, or you can say if there is a difference in answer, they can be rectified, and very easily I think we can get the answer from calculating this problem. 2.03 upon 0.03 into 0.301, and that is the simple calculation, and we can calculate the time. So how much time is required? How much time does it take for 7.2 mole concentration of the reactant to get reduced to 0.9? Time is required so as to reduce this to this one. So we have to calculate time. So this formula can be used. That is the rate equation for the first order reaction, 2.03 upon k log of this. If you simplify this, you will get the answer. This is also direct, I think, answer question, and it requires hardly again 1 minute is sufficient so as to calculate, or 1.30 second is sufficient so as to calculate this problem. Very easily you can get the answer. Question number 50 is like that. Given below are two statements. What we observed here in the NEET, such question has been asked 3-4 questions, because the student spend more time in reading. So statement 1 is given like that. A hypothetical diatomic molecule, hypothetical, it is not a fixed one, a hypothetical molecule is there with bond order 0. You know very well, whenever bond order is 0, if the bond order is equal to 0, then the compound does not exist. It is very clear. Even a dull student can say that if the bond order is 0, the molecule will not exist. This is there. It's quite stable. So it is a totally false statement. One can understand. Second statement is like that. As bond order increases, the bond length increases. No. As the bond order increases, the bond become very stronger. Bond becomes stronger means bond becomes shorter. Say for example, any one bond is there. Bond order is 1. If bond order is 2, bond order is 3. As number of bond increases, what is bond order? Bond order is what is the number of bond. If one bond is there, some bond is longer. If two double, that is, it become 2, it becomes shorter. It becomes 3, so what happens? Bond become again shorter. So as the bond order increases, then the bond becomes shorter and shorter. So what is given? Statement 1 is true, but statement 2 is false. No, this is not correct. Then statement 1 is false, but statement 2 is true. Statement 1 is false, correct, but statement 2 is also false. This is also not the correct answer. Then third answer is given. Both statement 1 and statement 2 are no. Both are wrong. Then fourth answer is both statement 1 and 2 are false. That is correct. Why it is correct? Because if bond order is 0, it will not become stable. Dimolecule is not existing. And as the bond order increases, multiple bonds become more, so bond become shorter. The correct answer is nothing but fourth one. And if you read it, one minute is sufficient so as to solve this. Any student who is in touch with chemical bonding of PUC first year, they can, without any delay of time, they can solve this problem. So this is nothing but the question number 50.